Okay, this is a good topic. RMASB, one of the girls that left a comment wanted to know about this, and a lot of girls want to know about this, and because it's a big deal and it's a problem. Why? What do you do when you're getting too much male attention? How do you deal with that? How can you keep your serenity when you're like getting eaten up? Because you can feel it. Guys, when they look, man, they look. You see, it's different. When a girl looks, it's a little more, I like it. It's different, it's discreet, it's a little more softer. But when a guy looks, that energy he projects on you is super strong. I know because I used to live in Los Angeles, Hollywood. I was 22. I looked a little younger than now, right? A little more fresh and had some gains. Still got gains. And I used to get eaten up by the gay guys there. I'm talking about it made me insane. I was so pissed off. Like I wanted to hurt them. Like I got so paranoid that I thought any guy that looked at me was gay. In my mind, I just lost it, because why though? Is it their fault? No, I'm not saying that. It's my fault all day long. This is an important principle, by the way. It's said there's a spiritual axiom, which means truth. Anytime I'm disturbed, no matter what the reason or cause is, it's my fault. See, that might be hard to swallow, but contemplate that. This gives you power. This allows you to seek and look and see, God, show me how to handle this situation. You got to give me some intuitive understanding how to handle this because it's beyond me. It's making me crazy. I don't know what to do. That's how I was, but I wasn't applying the spiritual axiom back then. I was just going crazy, man, because like I shared, when a guy looks at you, there's no you can't give him a dirty look or dude, stop looking at me. No, they're so caught up in their projection and what they want and what they want to look at in their fantasy. They're so into that, they can't read anything else. In fact, when you try to shoo them away, it can make it worse. And then their mind can say, oh, she likes it, actually. Imagine that. You clearly are telling them, don't look at me, but they think you're faking it because their mind tells them, oh, she's playing the role. She actually wants me to look at her. The mind can do that. The guy's mind can do that. Why? Because they want to keep their projection up of what they want. They want to look at you and you to reciprocate that energy. They want that so much that it overrides the obvious, the common sense expressions that a girl gives, trying to tell the guy, no, I don't want you looking at me. It's a form of insanity, actually. All right. So that's the problem. Because what do? It's hot outside, 100 degrees out, and you're like, I don't really want to wear much. I want to wear maybe a tank top and some shorts or something, and because it's so hot. But then the mind's like, but God, if I show skin, I'm going to get eaten up, especially depending where you live, it can be worse. There's glares and stuff. It's all good, I think, though. So, that I understand that plight. And then girls, they get resentful. They don't even want to look at you. Probably get like me a little bit, like when I was in LA. I didn't want a guy to ever look at me. And if he was looking at me, it's like the line, it got blurred. I couldn't no longer tell the difference. If a guy, he's just appreciating maybe my energy or maybe he knows me from somewhere. All I could see was don't look at me if you're a guy, period. So that warped my mind, though. You can't be like that because you suffer. So that's what can happen, and that's what it does happen. And then everything gets out of balance. It's like girls are resentful toward guys, and then the guys are resentful that the girls are resentful, and then you live in a society where there's like a war between the sexes. It's just insane. It's stupid, As if that's it's like This planet would be screwed if there were no girls. This planet would be screwed if there were no guys. If there was only one gender, it'd just be, you wouldn't want to live here. So we're made to get along and to synergize. But it's an evolutionary process. And at this time and age, we're not there yet. It's going to take a little bit of time. So what can you do, though? Is there anything you can do right now in this time and age to be at peace when you're walking down the street and you're still getting attention from guys? You can feel their eyes are they're like cutting you up with their eyes. They're like having sex with you with their eyes. You can feel it energetically. What do you do? How do you be at peace with that? That's why I have my other channel, Transcending Shadows. It's like an intermediate spiritual channel, and then I have my other channel after that, Spiritual Renaissance, for those who have a spiritual practice. We got to get in touch with the power that created us. Mental techniques, you can't learn how to not be affected by what I'm talking about. You don't have the power. There's no technique that can give you that power. You have to get this power from inside. Now, what does that mean and what does that look like? When you're more connected, you can say, via a spiritual practice, there's just no way around it. We need a spiritual practice. If we really want to be serene in this body, in this life, particularly at this time and age, we need some practice that's designed to help us recognize our true nature, which is more balanced and peaceful. How does that help? Because when we're walking down the street, instead of being in our mind looking to see who's looking at us, see, that's causing them to look at you actually. When you're like ready and waiting for them to look at you, and like, I know these idiots are going to look at me, they're going to look at you more. When you somehow are free of that and your attention's inside, you're going wherever you're going. You're going to the store to buy food. Your attention is on going to the store to buy food. Part of your attention's on that. Part of your attention is on this presence inside you. You stay inside. Don't go out here. There's trouble out here. So something, you're walking, but you're aware of this inner body. Women can do this easier, actually, than guys. Women are more intuitive. They're more in touch with their inner body. Guys are more stuck in their mind. So you can do that, but you need to practice doing that. So you get more in touch with your inner self. You go do what you're doing. And when thoughts come, because they're going to come, about like, I'm passing a group of guys, like they're going to, damn it. No. Just, okay. Just intensify the attention more inside when you're doing that. Now I'm going to give an example. This will work 100%. You get to where it just doesn't matter anymore. You just don't care. You're not thinking, are they looking? Are they not looking? You're not thinking about it. Now, intuition may guide you. If you're walking down the street and there's a group of guys and you can feel energetically like you don't want to pass them, so then you'll just cross the street. But it'll happen naturally and spontaneously. You're not going to be like, there won't be a story around it. You'll just say, oh yeah, I'm going over here, keeping my attention inside. You see? I was in Thailand and I was living there. And there's a massage place on like every corner of the street. And there's young girls that stand outside and they say, oh yeah, sexy man, come in. And they'll say that to anybody. If you're 20 or 30 or 50 or 60 and got like, just come in. Now, I realized like I couldn't walk. I didn't even want to walk down the street to go get anything because you're going to be bombarded by all that. What do? What do you got to do? Because every time I walked outside, it's the same old story, and it's like, Jesus, this is getting old. At first it was fun. I was like, oh, but then it's like, stop. Okay. This was before, I ended up getting a motor scooter and then I just zoomed past everybody. This was best. But before that though, when I would walk down the street, I would be doing what I just suggested that you do. My attention would be inside. And I'd just be walking down, I'm going to the internet. I could feel, number one, they did it less. Number two, I could feel something in them wanted to say it, like, hey, sexy guy, but yet I wasn't given any respondent matching vibration for them to say it. I felt it. I saw that energetically. Why? Because if somehow there was a part of me that liked it when I was getting it, like something liked it a little bit. I was like, okay, this is cool. I like it, but I don't like it. You see, I wasn't really established. My signal wasn't clear. So they would give it to me. But when they could sense energetically, like this person kind of like they're in a different frequency, they don't do that. They go on to the next person. This is how it works. This is how it works. It takes a little time to establish that frequency, and it's not like you're not going to get any attention, but I'm saying it's like some Jedi stuff. It works. Energetically, there's nothing to respond to. They can't, no. They want to do it to a girl that either is going to give them respond positively, like, oh yeah, thank you, or a girl that responds negatively. Either one. Either one gives them juice to do it. If you're just neutral and you're solid and you're just indifferent, like you don't even recognize, like whatever, they're somehow part of the set dressing, you just don't make a big deal about it. They're just some characters doing their thing, and you're not judging them in your mind, you're not resenting them. That's the answer. We can go further. See, we don't know how this works. You can actually help them see what they're doing stupid. You're actually being of service. You can actually transform them. Don't expect that, but it can happen. The more sensitive guys that are doing that, they'll look and they'll just feel stupid. I remember I would be around certain girls. They had a purity about them. I couldn't do my little lustful stuff around them. I just felt so stupid. It's like they had a mirror, because they're clear inside, so it mirrored me, what I was thinking or doing. It's almost like I didn't want to think a lustful thought because I thought they could read my mind or something. You see? You want to be around those people, and you want to emanate that level of consciousness, and then you're good. And then these guys, whether they're stupid or not, won't bother you, and then you'll attract a higher level guy. There's girls that think that the higher level guys don't even exist. Imagine, but they exist. But when your frequency's straight, when it's centered and poised, then you'll find them. Law of attraction, you'll find them. Just run into each other. All right? Let me know if you have any questions about this. See you.